There is one thing that I am super aware of all time, always, with being a YouTuber. It's that I'm like 20 years behind the curve when it comes to literally everything internet related. I like to joke with people that I'm like the 90-year-old grandmother who doesn't know what's happening at any given moment when it comes to online culture, and people tend to think that I'm joking and I'm trying to be hip and relatable when I do that. At least they think that before I actually try and do something related to it. Within this year, I have tried to get 3 Discord servers, tried to make 3 separate accounts on Discord that I have no idea what to fucking do with, and at time of recording, 2 of those servers have gotten hacked, one of which is currently sending me death threats and has scarily accurate information about me, and I am still trying to make it work without asking for help. I'm still trying to do this by myself, even though I should know that this isn't gonna work anymore. Like, I'm still trying to do it. I am still trying to figure this all out, all the while having old accounts send me weird threats and also a lot of slurs. So that's fun and fresh and beautiful. Like, I very much want to have that Patreon-only Discord server, but the chances of that happening are low, but never zero. I say that all in order to bring up today's subject, which is, of course, the beautiful Belle Delphine. You know, the human woman who literally caused grown-ass men to shit themselves on an app we know as TikTok, and Instagram, and Twitter. There was a lot of shitting. You know, the woman who have raptured so many men that at one point, on her now defunct Instagram, I saw a grown-ass man, who I checked has kids, say that he would want to adopt her so she could live with him, and then leave his wife of seemingly 25 years for her. And yes, I know it was 25 years because he just posted an anniversary post about it. That was weird and gross. And the thing that Woody Allen literally did, because he is also weird and gross, and I don't know why someone named Bob in Middle America would send that to her publicly, but sure, fine, whatever, that's totally cool. Also, yes, I am positive his name was Bob. I remember this very well, because I remember thinking, oh, that's my brother's name, and in reading the comment, I got mad at my brother for no reason, even though he's dead for this dumbass's actions. Back on topic. I'm sorry, I don't know where that went. If you guys remember Belle, it's probably from her many scandals she got in, and the many videos that were made on her by everyone in the commentary community, which I can't shit on because those videos made so much money that an entire country could eat like kings. And frankly, I am literally doing the same thing right now as we speak, so if I shit on any other commentary person, I don't mean to do it. I get it. I'm here. The only difference is that I am 30 years too late and won't get any views on this video. Again, I am the internet grandma, and instead of covering topics right as they are breaking and making that dough and being hip and relevant, I find them after everyone else has already used them up and everyone else has thrown them away, and I just say, hey, what's this? Has anyone talked about this? Even though, yes, they have. It's like if I came online and tried to do the history of Dance Dance right now, or God forbid, tried to dance to Numa Numa. It's too late for that. I have no idea how this channel has anyone watching this. Back on topic. Belle was a gorgeous human who garnered a following after she made a video on TikTok recreating Yan Yan cosplay's hit or miss meme dance. For some reason, both of these TikToks popped the fuck off, and whereas Yan Yan decided to private her account and ghost out of the situation due to her own mental health and well-being, Belle took a very different approach. Her following essentially went from 0 to 4 million overnight, with attention coming at her from all different directions. Some of the biggest commentary channels were talking about her just because of her one video and what she did. Her socials were popping the fuck off. Everyone was looking at her. Seriously, she probably gained the most followers on Instagram in the shortest amount of time of any online personality, and that's fucking wild. Imagine being so attractive and people being so attracted to you that you do a little dance in your room to a song no one knows and wake up to make millions of dollars off of that. That is bonkers, my dudes. Peak bonkers. I could never. I look like a foot. Anyway, Belle took the momentum of her first initial TikTok and went running off in this weird direction that honestly made no sense. It still baffles me to this day, and I am very easy to baffle. She created this new weird genre of thirst videos where instead of doing something because it was hot or sexy, she would do something really off-putting while trying to seduce people. I don't know how to describe it. It was very odd. Like the video that she posted of her in front of a mirror trying to look cute, posing all cute, where she ends it by throwing an egg, and it's just like, okay, sure. Or the videos of her pouring eggs or milk on herself, because what's sexy than a girl covered in egg and milk? I know this isn't the point, and it's not the point of the video, but as someone who has a nose who smelled before. I feel like it's my duty to remind you guys that that would smell just freaking awful. Like, it would just not be the one. And it always bothered me that no matter what I saw, no one was talking about the smell.
Of course I'm not, Dee. Don't be ridiculous. Think of the smell. You haven't thought of the smell, you bitch!
And where you would think you, a normal person, would mentally come up with that this shit that she was doing, like throwing eggs at a mirror or any of the other shit, like making out with an octopus, would be strange and off-putting and people would not want to watch her because of it, it actually had the opposite effect. Her strange antics became legendary to the point where every commentary creator was making videos on her left and right. Every time she made a new strange video that was part thirst trap, half part what the fuck, people would freak out and send it around to the point where even people who didn't like her, who blocked her, who purposely tried not to see it, would be exposed to it. Her comments were equal parts, "Get this bitch off my timeline," and "Please marry me." She gained more and more notoriety, and her platforms kept growing, and with it, so did her wealth. Belle has had a pretty well-documented career on Patreon, so I'm not really going to dive too much into it. I mean, if you wanted right now, you could pause this video and search on YouTube, Belle Delphine Patreon, and there would be literally at least 30 videos of people paying to be a part of it so they could review her content. So me, right now, deep diving into it, it's not new. It's not interesting. Who cares? At her peak, though, Belle was earning at minimum, this isn't even the most she could have been making, $50,000 a month, all on her content. Spread between Patreon, Instagram, YouTube, and of course, her Pornhub account, where she did not post porn, much to the chagrin of many a follower. Literally, her dislike ratio on Pornhub it's a lot to behold. She was earning more money in a month than most people in Las Vegas earn in a year, and she was doing it all while being this odd, weird girl who still had this air of mystery about her, who people still didn't know a lot about because she was such a meme. No matter what was happening, no matter how many videos came out about her, there was always an underlying sense of mystery and a cool aloofness that made people want to know more. And she was going to give the people what they wanted. She was going to keep making content and give people exactly what they signed up for. Until one day, out of nowhere, she just stopped. Now, this happened months and months and months ago. This was pretty much about a year ago, a year and about a month, so 11 months ago. On April 21st, 2019, Belle replied to a tweet from a fan and stated a random fact and then ghosted the internet. Nobody knew where she was, nobody knew what she was doing. The girl who had swept the internet by storm, who took over multiple platforms, who managed to piss off every feminist and every Bible-thumping uncle while also turning them on and made commentary channels racks on racks on racks on racks on racks, was suddenly gone, as if she had never been online in the first place. This girl who had made this huge career and was everywhere was suddenly nowhere to be found. One day she just literally stopped posting and nobody knew why. That is until October of 2019, where she made a post about how she had in fact been arrested for vandalizing someone else's property and had spent months, the months she was offline in prison. Yep, yeah, the soft bean who made a video talking about how she decorated her apartment to look like a soft fairy fantasy land fit for a princess ended up painting someone else's car because they stole her hamster. I don't physically understand anything at this point. I don't understand how we got here. I don't understand why we got here, but we got here. So let's continue. She came back to her platform. She came back to her socials, tweeted about the incident, showed proof of everything she said, and everyone's questions, comments, and concerns, they were all kind of sort of answered. She hadn't been online because she went ham to get her Hamtaro back. She was still a meme queen, doing meme shit, and now that had happened, she would be back to her regular scheduled content, right? No, you're wrong, bitch. After her post on Twitter, all the posts she made about being arrested and going to jail once again, she went silent again. She disappeared. And that was back in October. Almost a full half year since anyone has seen or heard from her. And I'm here to ask the internet, what the fuck is up? Where did she go? Where did she come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Again, I know I'm super slow on the uptake, and this is something that the internet probably doesn't give too much of a shit about anymore. Who cares? I mean, her spot as top-tier meme queen has been taken over by the OK Boomer girl, who straight up just looks like the girl who played Trina on Victorious. So, like, even in the internet space, even in this age, she's old hat. She's old news. People have moved on. But I am so freaking curious. Where the fuck did she go? Did she get arrested again? Did she rob a bank? What the how do you just go? Where is the... I don't get it. In checking for this video, she is still making around $1,000 a month over on her Patreon from people waiting her out and seeing if she comes back. But I don't know. I don't know how else she would make money. I don't know how else she would I don't know. I'm genuinely curious to know what happened. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know if you think she'll ever come back or what. I don't know. Please let me know what you think is going on, and I'm just desperate for an answer, I guess. As desperate as all the men who bought her bathwater or pee, because that was also a thing that happened. Anyway, I hope you guys have a super wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video.